Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. And in honor of St. Patrick's Day, we thought we would do some home-style cooking. So we found Sarah Corey, who works at Shaw TV, and she is first-generation Canadian. Your father came over from Ireland.
From Northern Ireland, yeah.
And he brought some of these recipes with him, and these are some staples in your family.
Absolute staples. We've been making these recipes for generations. It's something that both of what we're going to make today is something that I've grown up with my whole life.
Now, you don't actually celebrate St. Patrick's Day, but
we're not supposed to. My family is.
We're stretching it a little bit here.
My family is Anglican Protestant, so St. Patrick's Day, as you can tell by the saint, is a Catholic holiday. To some, he's credited with bringing Christianity to Ireland as a whole. But you know, I mean, it's just it's also a day to just celebrate being Irish, and that's fine with me.
And share some recipes with us.
Yes, absolutely. All of these recipes come from really sort of simple basics. You know, you just work with what you had, and in most cases, potato, flour, butter.
Was what they had.
That's it.
All right, let's get started. I think we're going to start with the potato bread.
Yeah, for sure. Excellent. So you always want to start with pre-cooked potatoes. So I made these last night, and then you just mash them all up. With some butter and a little bit of milk, just like you would do a regular mashed potato. And then you let them chill, hang out overnight. And then, so once you've added all that stuff to it, you get this kind of like little dough that happens, right? So it's like mashed potatoes, but stickier. So, and then you just want to go on a lightly floured, well, heavily floured surface.
So this is cooked potatoes,
yes,
flour,
and butter.
And butter.
Yeah, and salt and pepper. And so yeah, it's pretty much like the most basic thing you can possibly make, but it's like my favorite thing in the whole world. Yeah, absolutely. So then you just knead it a little bit, and it does take quite a bit of flour. The potatoes are quite like sticky a little bit. So
your dad came over when he was 10.
10, that's
to
right.
Canada.
Yes, yeah. And none of the family had ever even been outside of Ireland before. And they decided to come to Canada for a better life for their children. So my dad has 4 siblings, 1 sister, and 3 brothers. And everyone was born in Ireland except for the youngest, Gary. He was born in Canada. So then you just take this little cup. It's like you have whatever.
Little circle, yeah.
Yep. My granny always used to use those little cookie cutters with the crinkle cuts. Yeah, so she always used to use those. You have to fry them first in a dry pan, just to kind of like set everything together. But then you fry them again in another Irish staple. Most Irish meals begin with bacon.
So these ones have been fried once, dry fried.
In the dry pan, absolutely. Right?
And then you said these could also go in the freezer.
Yeah, so at this point, if you wanted to make a big batch and then save them, which was what my granny always did, she would make tons and then save them, and you put them in the freezer. So here I've got some bacon grease from some bacon that I cooked earlier. And so once you get that little warm up in the pan a little bit, you can hear it, right? It's ready to go. So then you just take the ones that you already did and you just pop them in there. And so when you're cooking them like this, you want to serve them right away after that. Yeah.
So while we dig into some Irish home recipes here from your family history, thank you so much for sharing those with us.
Thank you.
And some of your family story.
Thank you so
I'm sure
much.
your family will be very proud. So now we know St. Patrick's Day isn't just all about the beer, although those are pretty good too.
It is a little, but you know, you need the carbs to go with the beer too, right?
Yeah. Yes, for sure. All right, let's dig in.
Cheers.
Cheers.